most in my life. They say you're out of my life. Deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in.
Hold on 1 second, please.
Thank you.
You wanna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome?
Hello, can I help you?
Hi, can I get 2 cheeseburgers, a small fry, and
Thank you.
thank you, you too. Yum. So good. My hair is looking insanely large and wild. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am on my way to work right now, as you can see. My hair is looking real 4-day-oldish. Not even, it's like 7-day-oldish, and it needs to be retamed. Anyway, how are you guys? Happy day. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm on my way to work for now the 3rd time in a row tonight, but this is my last of 3. I thought it would be really cool to do like a true day in the life video with me. I watch these videos from this content creator called Romy Joy, and her videos are so cute and so good. And this one of the videos I saw, she actually did like a true day in the life, like show you what she does moment by moment, and even gave fake patients. So I thought that would be really cool if we do that today. I'll tag her her page below if you want to watch them. She is I believe a labor and delivery nurse. I believe she's labor and delivery. She's either labor and delivery or postpartum, but her videos are a little different, obviously, because she does that. So I thought that would be really cool. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to do a day in the life of a peds ER nurse. So we're going to literally take you guys through the whole thing. Excuse me. It's a little different for me than it is for like other specialties, because other specialties, especially like postpartum, you kind of get a patient and you keep that patient for the day. Whereas me, excuse me, I could get a patient and they could be gone in 20 minutes, and I could literally keep getting more patients over and over and over and over and over for the next 20 minutes. I mean, for every 20 minutes for the next 12 hours. So I'm going to try to do a real breakdown of the video of my day, but I'm not going to be like updating you on a different patient each time. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. I actually need to call my brother because he called me, so I'm gonna like call him back real quick, and I have like 20 minutes until I get to work. So I will recap with you guys or reconvene with you guys when I get back. Well, when I get to work. I mean, it's so large. It's still so curly though. I thought it wasn't going to be. Anyway, all right. All right, guys, we are in triage. So I've been out here quite a bit, and I think I talked to you guys about this in another vlog, but like one of the ways that you make yourself really, I guess, marketable is to do certain things like charge or triage at your contract places that like makes it easy for them to like put you in these places. Just kind of makes you like valuable, if that makes sense. So my way is triage, because they put me out here literally any chance they can get. So I start my shift out here today. I'll be out here for the first 4 hours. I'll be out here probably like 11, and then after somebody walked in on me, one of the other nurses walked in on me recording. I'm so awkward when I record. Like, I don't want anybody else to know I record. I've like never been at a job yet where someone has said to me, oh, I watch your YouTube. I don't like that. So I don't know why. But yeah, anyway. So I'll be out here for 4 hours. So essentially when you're in triage, you triage every patient. We have an ESI level. It goes from 1 to 5. 1 is really critical and emergent. 5 is like, you should have probably stayed home. But so you assess them, and it's based on things like your normal stuff, airway, breathing, your ABCs, which I think now they do CAB, circulation, airway, breathing. But yeah, so it's based on that. If they're really critical, you make them a 1, and 1 means like we need to go back there now, and we need to go into like the recess room, and a doc needs to meet us at the bedside. 2 is like your asthmatics, like they're breathing really hard, but they can sit there for a minute. And then 3 is like they need to be seen, but it's not emergent. 4 is like they need something, like they need to get this nail out of their finger, but it doesn't have to happen right now. And again, 5 is like you should have stayed home. So yeah, so you give them an ESI level. They said you let them go to the back. This is like the first time in like 3 days that we haven't had a massive wait out front. Like there's nobody on the board. Knock on wood. The last few nights it's been insane. Like we had like 6-hour wait times, and the ER that I came from when I was staff, our wait times were always insane. 8 hours, 10 hours. Like we always had insane wait times. So yeah, that's pretty much it with triage, I think. So you come in, you usually sit them in the chair, you get their vitals, you ask them the story, you ask them like, are they up to date on vaccines? Have they traveled recently, you know, for COVID? Things like that. So yeah, so we'll be out here for 4 hours. I'm gonna actually like try to get some homework done because I don't know what the back's gonna be like later, even though right now we don't look too bad, but that can always change in the ER. So I'm gonna get started on some homework for a little bit while I'm sitting here waiting. So here's an example of some patients I would have in the back. Now, being that I'm in the ER, it's very rare that I write down like a report from someone. I typically just get the patients, you tell me the exciting things about this patient, and I just move on accepting the assignment. But let's go through as if we were actually going to take this patient. So looking at this patient right here, I would typically write initials, I would write their age, I would say what they're here for. I want to know what their status currently is. I want to know something that's important about them. So for this patient, like they're on continuous nebulizer treatments. And then I would want to know like, what are they waiting for? What is something that I have to do right now? So as you can see, like this patient right here, she's a 3-month-old female. She came in for a fever. She's alert and oriented. She doesn't currently have a fever, and we're just waiting on discharge. So that pretty much tells me that there's not much I need to do with her. Opposed to like my patient right above her, they're on continuous. I probably need to continuously watch them and just make sure I keep a close eye on them. They're just waiting for their bed, and then they'll go upstairs. So that's typically what I would do. So once I get to the back, I usually go in my room and check on each of my patients. There's so many things you could do in the back in an ER. You can check blood sugars, you can get meds, you can discharge patients, you can do any type of everything you can think of in an emergency room. This right here is something new I had never seen before. This is their Pyxis. This is what they call a Pyxis. I'm used to the Pyxis being your like medicine thing, but they have 2. Any single supply you need, you get from here. You push how many you're taking, you charge it to the patient, and essentially this is how the patient like gets charged for supplies. Let's go over our next group of patients. All right, so we have a few kids here. We have Mr. JJ who fell down some steps. He has a small bruise. He's doing fine. He's alert and oriented. He's going to see the doc and probably go home. We have an 18-year-old male who got in a fight. He has a small cut. He'll need some suturing, but he's doing totally fine. This baby has a fever. They'll need some Tylenol and a retamp, and they're fine. And then this baby is like a behavioral kid. They don't need anything, and we're just going to watch them. It is officially time for lunch. Really quick, I have like little smart keys on my badge. So this one's to help a patient like know their pain and to be able to say to a younger child which one of these faces looks like yours and what makes you feel like you're in pain. I sometimes walk off the unit to go to lunch, and so that is what we are doing here. We're spending some time off the unit. Guys, it is about 3 a.m. So I have a back in triage, which is like the reality of like the ER. You just have to be willing to be flexible and just go wherever. We had some people leave early, so they had to shuffle some people around, and so I got pulled from the back again and back out in triage. So, and see, when you do things like triage, you make yourself, again, like I was saying earlier, like you just make yourself really useful to the unit that they can like shuffle you anywhere, because there's a lot of there's a lot of travelers here who don't do triage, who basically can't cover breaks for the triage nurses, who can't be shuffled whenever. So it just makes you really flexible, and it makes you, again, very valuable. buddy. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning, bud. Oh, all right, guys. It is officially bedtime. I am exhausted and I'm going to bed. I'm literally going to bed. And it is like literally raining outside, so it's kind of gloomy in here, and it is going to be the perfect sleeping weather. Just like look, gloomy. Ugh. Perfect sleeping weather. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked this style of video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments what other videos you'd like to see. Bye, guys.